Have to be good at, really need to be good at telling a story.
But did you know it even cleans tough kitchen and bathroom messes that are sometimes tough to tackle? Just wag, squeeze, and erase. Great stuff.
I wasn't even looking for a parking place. I thought it was way down there by to the left.
I could just go in there.
Find the quality candidates you need, while only paying for what you need. Claim your $75 credit to get more quality candidates fast.
There we go. Yo, Dodge Man. It's good. How are you? Ribs, that's probably from the barbecue place. At the end of the month, they're going to open dining to 25% capacity. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're not accepting. Because it's so easy for somebody to not look, and you already can get put back. And I thought, like, how? Like, imagine, like, it's just like that. How does what happens with that? But it's these business owners that are choosing to do that. That's crazy. There's also, like, what do they call it?
Original, and then you talk about the Italy, but the original,
Oh, yeah.
that's the original Little Italy that was in the South France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right, they do. Yeah. There's a lot of room.
Half price burgers on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love it.
And you live in this area?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. It's my first time.
This is all new, too.
That's what I... Good night, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Yeah, this is a monster. Did we get everything we want? Oh, look at the size of that thing. Yo. No, I'm not doing Uber. I was deactivated. Van driver Dave, that's me. Hey, John. And I can't even see my screen. There's like so much stuff on the screen, I can't even read it all. YouTube says hi.
Hi.
Why is it doing that? Yeah, I guess they've never fixed that problem. The reception up here in Porter Ranch has never been good. If I had anything but Verizon, I wouldn't have any reception. There's no vents. You gotta have vents on a pizza box. Oh, look at that. Look at this, guys. My dad said he wanted Parmesan cheese, and this is what they gave us for that big pizza. Can you believe this? Not a good start to a new place that I've never been to. Sounds like they're going to do a wild play bridge for the 118 too. What are you guys doing? Crazy.
Vaping-related illnesses and deaths. Cigarette smoking among young people has been trending down. Jim Chrysolis of Yes News.
It's the latest dumb stunts kids are taking part in, and it's led to the death, actually, of one teenager. It's the Benadryl challenge for kids trying to get high, taking the over-the-counter antihistamine. It's become the rage on TikTok videos. It proved a deadly challenge, though, to a 15-year-old girl who overdosed.
At this stage, it's mean friends mean everything, right? It's their world.
Dr. Kelly Greco is a clinical psychologist at USC Student Health and an associate professor at USC's Keck School of Medicine.
And we're, hooked up and it's relying more on social media and personal connection. So this is peer pressure and it's really, really a great concern. And they are
Doctors may experts will tell you it is important for parents to keep a close eye on their behavior and may suggest their kids
Oh, there we go. Finally.
Reception.
Yeah. But everybody's gone. There's this show you should probably know about. It's on Netflix, and it's called Selling Sunset. And so it's kind of like it's like Netflix version of $1 Million Listing, but it's more like this show called Vanderpump Rules, because like you see the houses and they talk about the prices, but like there's this one real estate agency, and you drive down Sunset, you see their billboards, the Oppenheim Group, and it's these two twin brothers that run it, and all of their real estate agents look like models. They're all women, and they do a lot of business, and they're right on Sunset. Like, you know, when you drive down the strip and it says Sunset huge up on the top of the building, they're right below that, where like all the restaurants that you sit outside and eat and all that stuff. And I'm sure like anybody that lives in that area probably knows about that show. A lot of people are talking about it, but like I kind of feel weird even watching it because it's so dumb. Like, I like seeing the houses and the way they're decorated, and like the people on the show seem cool, but it's made to seem real, like a lot of reality shows. But on a lot of reality shows, like, you could almost be fooled if you don't, like, I know what to look for to see, like, okay, like, it's obvious too. So I know what a show looks like when the camera, because the real world, they shoot it over 3 months, and they have camera crews with everybody all the time. So things just happen, and they have cameras running when it happens. They can't shoot these reality shows like that, like the Kardashians and stuff. Like, they have to write a script, and they have to set up shots. They can't just run and gun on those shows, because there's it would just be crazy. And then also, like, they want the show to be entertaining. Boring. What if they shot for an entire week, having cameramen following all these different people around to all these different places? Because realize on the shows, I mean, you watch some of them, like, they're not all in one place, like on the real world. Like, different people are going to different places, and they're getting shots of all this stuff. That has to be planned.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they can't just be like, oh, like, we're going to do all these different things and follow us around. Like, no, they know exactly. They go, they get the shot, they pack up, they go home. Go see what this pizza looks like. There's the pizza. I set it here because if I set it on this cold marble, it'll cool the pizza down. Look at that. I am so excited about this. Talking about unemployment. Two favorite topics right now, right? There's unemployment and Trump. And I made the mistake of saying something about it. And like, she wants to talk, but not listen. Yeah. And it's like, that's cool if you want to like talk a lot, but don't be a hypocrite. You know, so you want people to listen to you. Like, are you talking like you don't want to listen to anybody else? This is exciting. I wonder if I should get some parm. I don't think I really need Parmesan. Well, there's good parm. I think Mom put this all the way in the back to hide it from me.
She does.
You left the pizza open. Oh boy, I am so excited. I haven't even taken a bite yet.
The California dream isn't what it used to be. Millions are unemployed and homelessness is on the rise. Let's work together to keep the dream alive. Keep families in their homes. Vote yes on Prop 21 this November.
It starts
Whoa.
off with a little seed, and with a little love for nature,
What do you think?
it spreads to life.
Pretty
And
good.
the delicious fresh fruits
I'm
and
surprised how
veggies
it's
are
crispy on the
perfect.
bottom.
They are rushed to the home
Usually when I get a Chicago pizza, the middle is soggy.
Since
Yeah.
Dyson invented this cordless vacuum format, they've improved it with
I don't think I've ever had one that was the whole bottom's crispy.
delivers twice the suction of any cordless vacuum. Black carbon fiber filters
And you can get these par cooked.
and dynamic load sensing intelligently senses different floor types, automatically
So then you can like throw it in the oven when you're ready.
cleaning and runtime everywhere. Only at Dyson works like a Dyson. Larger format also available.
That's another thing that blows me away that she does. And she orders the pizza well done for delivery.
Yeah.
When you can just throw it in the oven when it gets here, and then it's super hot and fresh.
Right. And not overdone.
Yeah.
Shop the Labor Day sales, but our everyday low prices blow them away. With sofas starting at $2.99, recliners starting at just $169, entire dining sets starting at $199, and queen beds starting at just $198. Plus, for a limited time, enjoy an instant $100 off any rug with your furniture purchase. It's going on now here at Max Brothers.
I had a few people tell me earlier. I was telling some people that I was going to do this, from YouTube. I was going to go get this pizza. And they were telling me, like, oh, live stream it. Like, please live stream it. And so I'm live streaming it. And none of the people that wanted me to live stream it came on. But I don't think I told them exactly when.
Just $1 each. Only at Del Taco. Price and participation may vary. In a heartbeat, everything can change. Homelessness can affect someone you know or even you. It can happen overnight. Illness, job losses, what we think is secure.
This is so good.
Keep families in their homes.
This is like so good. I really want to go try that little meatball appetizer in the bread bowl now. Because their sauce is like excellent. I think that's the key why the crust is good, is they put the sauce on top. But that's the way every Chicago pizza is.
And tried to deceive people, I understand. What were you guys up to?
We were joking, and one of them called me a Contessa, and someone next to me heard it and told the person behind the counter, who then told the people down the way, so it got all around. But I was a Contessa from an obscure European country to be named later, so.
And did you get a free sweet out of it, or a free meal?
We might have gotten some swag.
Okay, good for you. Way to make it work. Steve DeWitt, middle school teacher from Maryland, went parachuting and was about to panic when what happened?
So when you first start to learn, they give you a helmet that has headphones in it, and so the person down on the ground that's spotting you can kind of like coach you a little bit. So when I first jumped out, my parachute lines were tangled up significantly. And of course up there, I'm freaking out, yelling on, going like this, and then over my headphone I hear, "Take it easy, jumper number one. Looks like you got a little tangle in your line. Want to see if you can go ahead and get that fixed." So then when I landed, I found him out. I found the guy and I said, "Man, you were so calm." He's like, "Well, we found doesn't help." I go, "Jumper number one, fix your lines or you're gonna die." So I was like, "That's true." I would have probably just passed out at that point up there.
Yeah. Okay. Zach Newkirk is an attorney. He's our new champion. And he has an ambition for the next few years. And what is that goal with regard to literature?
Oh, it'd be nice to read a book from every country.
But you didn't start off with the right piece of work.
Tried to start out with Russia and War and Peace.
War and Peace, I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, I want to a very slow start.
That'll slow you down a great deal. All right, you're in command of the board. Go ahead, make a selection.
Food of the Gods for 800.
The blood of Krasier was the origin of a type of this honey wine that gave wisdom and poetic inspiration to those who drank it.
Wow.
Joanna?
What is mead?
Can't believe how good this was.
Name the season 400.
Daylight saving time ends in 2020. Steve?
What is autumn?
Autumn, yes, November 1st.
Let's go Home Improvement for 400.
Karen and Mina attack homes like surgeons, unafraid to use an open concept on a place with good G's.
Bones.
Zach?
Where Bones?
Bones, yeah, good bones.
Home Improvement for 600.
In February of 1979 on Boston's WGBH, Bob Vila took on a Renault at a Victorian in Dorchester in the first season of this show. Joanna?
What is this old house?
Yes.
Name the season 600.
National Hangover Day. Think about it, a half sec. You'll get it. Joanna?
What is spring?
No. Zach?
What is winter?
Yes, January 1st.
Name the season for 800.
Burning Man.
Very good.
Joanna?
What is summer?
Correct.
Name the season 1000.
Ash Wednesday. Joanna.
What's spring?
No. Zach.
What's winter?
Winter, yes. Late February.
Home improvement 800.
Episodes of Tidying Up with this home makeover maven included sparking joy after a loss and tidying with toddlers. And the lady is Marie Kondo. Back to you, Zach.
Home improvement 1000.
Nicole Curtis habitually saves Detroit homes from demolition on this do-it-yourself show that can build a very different 12 steps. And it's called Rehab Addict.
Emanation 200.
In 2013, this actress turned down the title role in Cinderella. She was a different Disney heroine 4 years later. Steve.
Who is Emma Watson?
Correct. Less than a minute now.
Who are the gods 1000?
The thing I
To
love
maintain
about
their
this,
immortality,
I think this is gonna be my favorite because
this. Joanna.
you can't see the pepperoni. There's no pepperoni, but it's in there.
Emanation 400.
And a lot of times, like I like cheese pizza.
Anarchist Emma Goldman to this country. Steve.
Was Israel?
No. Joanna.
What is Great Britain?
No. Zach. It's Germany? No. The Soviet Union. Sorry.
Oh yeah, duh. That makes sense.
Emanation 600.
Diana Riggs
Um,
on this show.
Yeah, it's like a lot of times the meat in the pizza, it kind of isn't as good to me as pizza without meat.
Yeah.
But this one, it's great.
His name was Emma Hill. Steve.
Emanation 800.
In 1821, Emma Willard opened what's now the Emma Willard School. An early student was this daughter of Judge
really good.
Daniel Beatty.
I do taste it in there though.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
So it's layered, so like the cheese is on the bottom
Right.
and the sauce is on the top.
Yeah, look at the bottom. It's
After this.
Crunchy.
not soggy.
Yeah, that's what they say too, that when they do it that way, reverse it.
Is unofficially the official food of Los Angeles and the inspiration for our new.
What else do they sell that besides pizza?
SoCal classic French fried filled California dressing.
Salads, appetizers, sandwiches.
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah, they have a bread bowl macaroni and cheese, and they have a bread bowl with meatballs.
Bread bowl and meatballs sounds like you.
And it's fresh. It's not like they cut out the bread, like they cook it.
Plus, for a limited time, pay no interest for 36 months on purchases over 3,000. Save big and style up for fall. Only at the Businesses Labor Day event.
So tight. So did you hear what Trump was nominated for Nobel Peace Prize?
Yep.
Did you hear how Woodward put it out there as far as him talking about? You hear Trump on tape
That he
talking
admitted,
about,
yeah.
How can that even be in a day's time that comes out and he's nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize? With 200 people dying in his own country, 200,000. How can that even? It's so backwards.
Well, what the Nobel Peace Prize for what?
Thinks you're the best.
For the peace between Israel and United Arab Republic.
Meeting because you have cable.
Has nothing
But
to
he
do
was
with it.
nominated in 2018 too, and he didn't get it.
Nobody's
So.
gonna joke. You just need better internet.
It doesn't have anything to do with COVID.
Fiber delivers a faster internet experience with 20 times faster upload speeds than cable. Switch to 1 gig internet from $89.98 a month per year when bundled with AT&T TV.
Because he wasn't the one flying back and forth trying to make it happen either.
It was a local scandal that made national headlines.
There's different awards.
Accusations of corruption,
There's ones for
deception, and rampant
literature.
Oh, I know.
And Michelle
Science
Steele's former campaign co-chairs were at the center of it all. But Steele voted to defund the anti-corruption unit in Orange County.
Well, I heard that he said that he doesn't expect to get it.
Political allies, Orange County.
Well, there's a cash prize that goes with it.
And we've had enough Michelle Steele.
150,000.
He probably needs it.
Of this advertising. This is for your. This is 55 minutes of slow grilled flavor.
All those steaks will probably be ready for your tacos tomorrow.
And always cut to order.
I don't know how you want to make it.
$20 familia dinner.
They're in the
Only
fridge.
at Pollo Loco.
But they're still a little frozen in the middle.
Great sleep comes naturally with Nature's Bounty Sleep 3. 3 layers to calm you, help you fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer.
No, I looked at the pizza and I thought, oh, it'll take just a little sliver because I already ate. But then I see how thick it looks and everything. I think, oh, I don't know if I like it.
Joanna knows the time has come.
You can get this double cut.
Here in Double Jeopardy.
What does that mean?
Are the categories. Catholic
Twice as many cuts.
Smaller pieces.
Oh, really?
Beverages, followed by military
Yeah,
idioms.
I'm just not.
3 names in classic rock. Earth, wind, and fire.
Oh my
Blood,
gosh.
Sweat, and cheers. Joanna, start.
Literary title beverages for 400.
Okakura Kakuto's classic work, The Book of This Beverage, explores its history and place in
Stomach was
Asian
bothering
culture.
me just a little. It was just
Tea.
something I ate earlier.
Yes.
So I had some cantaloupe.
Earth, Wind, and Fire 400.
About 80% of energy released by quakes comes from events with epicenters in the
How much was the pizza?
Pacific Belt, also known as
Ring of Fire.
also known as the Johnny Cash tune. Joanna.
What is Ring of Fire?
Yes.
Title beverages 800.
Rusty Nail and Bloody Mary are titles in a series about this police detective whose name sounds like Tennessee whiskey. Steve.
Chuck, how much was the pizza?
Correct.
Earth, Wind, and Fire 800.
Go to HispanicFederation.org to help this island
just don't remember
hit
what
by
it was.
155 mile per hour
Puerto Rico.
winds in a 2017 hurricane and a 6.4 earthquake in 2020.
Oh, Haiti, right? Oh no, Puerto Rico.
Where is Haiti?
No. Joanna.
What's Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico is the island. Yeah.
Literary beverages 1200.
Laura Esquivel's bestseller, Like Water for Chocolate, takes place in this country around the turn of the 20th century. Zach.
What is Mexico?
Right.
Catholic nations for 400.
The country with the highest population of Catholics is this South American one with about 123 million.
Brazil.
Zach.
What is Brazil?
Right.
Nations for 800.
St. Columba's House and St. Kevin's Kitchen are 2 historic churches in this European nation that's about 80% Catholic. And that nation is Ireland. Back to you, Zach.
Catholic nations for 1200.
Cardinal Jaime Sin was from this predominantly Catholic Asian country of 109 million. Zach?
What are the Philippines?
Yes.
Catholic nations for 1600.
Around 35 million are Catholic in this African nation, once called Zaire, that gained its independence from Belgium in 1960.
Nigeria?
Zach?
What's the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Yeah.
Catholic nations for 2000.
You have this fun covered. Enjoying a handsome lead.
Let's do 3000.
3 it is. This birthplace of a late 20th century pope dates its beginning as a Catholic nation
John
to the year
Paul?
966.
What is Poland?
Poland is
Oh, what am I saying? Which is the Pope?
Military idiots for 400.
Having these items on the ground means soldiers have been deployed to a hostile environment. Zach,
What are boots?
boots, yes.
Idioms for 800.
Getting in trouble is called catching this, a type of anti-aircraft gun. Joanna,
What is flak?
black, yes.
Oh yeah.
Military idioms 1200.
Referring to a clock position, if a soldier says he's got your this number, he's watching your back.
You're
6.
12. Oh, you're 6.
What if
Yeah.
you're 6?
Yes.
12 is right in front of you.
Earth, Wind, and Fire 1200.
Keep going back to that one. Wind erosion in this rugged 2,000 square mile area of the Dakotas has unearthed a large number of fossils.
The Black Hills?
Joanna?
What are the Black Hills?
No. Zach?
What are the Badlands?
Badlands, right.
Military idioms for 1600.
And sir. The other day we got it.
Just 2000.
2, all right. Meaning a choice to use atomic weapons, it was applied by Trent Lott to a drastic change in Senate rules.
What is a nuclear option?
That's it.
Oh, he's good.
Military idioms for 2000.
By tradition, you can fool an enemy ship with a fake flag until battle begins. Then you have to show your beads.
Cards?
Zach,
Colors.
Colors.
Color. Oh yeah, what am I
2
saying?
colors.
Yes. Literary titled beverages for 1600.
Are you there, vodka? It's me, this comedian and talk show host,
Oh,
and her
Chelsea
collection of
Handler.
personal stories and witticisms. Joanna.
Who's Chelsea Handler?
Yeah.
Literary for 2000.
Naturally, apple picking is featured in this 1985 John Irving novel.
On the
Steve,
apple seed.
What is Cider House Rules?
Yes.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 400.
This Minnesota-based clinic says, as a general goal, aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity every day. Joanna.
Mayo Clinic?
Mayo Clinic?
That's it.
Ooh, got it.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 800.
Do you even lift? 350, bro, lying on my back, doing this exercise, pushing weight from chest level
Bench press.
to arm's length. Steve.
What is the bench press?
Yeah.
Let's go Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 2000.
Plyo is short for this type of exercise that used to be called jump training. Use its blocks for squats and push-ups. Steve.
What is plyometrics?
That's it.
Let's go Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 1600.
Stand, squat, hands on the floor, kick both feet behind you, do a push-up, legs forward, and jump to do one of these.
A burpee.
Zach.
What is a burpee?
Yes, less than a minute now.
Earth, Wind, and Fire for 1600, please.
Much of the business district in this New Zealand capital lies on reclaimed land after an 1855 earthquake raised its...
Oh, I know the answer to this.
Zach.
What is Wellington?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't.
Earth, Wind, and Fire for 2000.
A mass of oily rags that doesn't let the heat dissipate. Oxidation, raising the temperature inside, and boom, you get
Spontaneous
this two-word phenomenon.
combustion.
Yeah.
Joanna.
What is spontaneous combustion?
Yes.
Classic Rock 2000.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears never tired of singing, "What goes up must come down." This title object got to go round. Joanna.
The wheel?
Spinning wheel?
Good.
1600 three names.
Spinning wheel.
Earth, Wind, and Fire covered this Beatles tune that begins, "I was alone, I took a ride, I didn't know what I would find there." Gotta get you into my life. Joanna.
Classic Rock 1200.
The late, great Neil Peart joined Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson in this band in 1974. Joanna.
What's Rush?
Rush is right, and with that you get to 8,200. It's counting down the final, folks. Notable British names is what you get to deal with when we come back after this.
Wow.
With United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans, you can take advantage of $0 preventive dental care.
Wow.
$0 copays on preventive dental care and the nation's largest Medicare dental network. It's time to take advantage.
The calming scent of lavender. Down infusions calm. Laundry isn't done until it's done.
I really should stop. But this is one of those things that is so good that I can't stop eating it.
Metastatic breast cancer, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, are living in the moment and taking Ibrance. Ibrance with an aromatase inhibitor is the postmenopausal orphanet with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ibrance plus letrozole significantly delayed disease progression versus letrozole and shrank tumors in over half of patients. Patients taking Ibrance can develop low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infections that can lead to death. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs that can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have any more worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor
Looks like,
if you have fever,
that's the
chills, or
picture of
other
the thin
signs of
crust
infection,
pizza.
liver or kidney
Looks like it's
problems,
made
or
different.
pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to become
Looks like the
pregnant. Common
cheese
side
is on the
effects
top.
include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite. Begin your moment.
This is probably the thinnest crust I've ever gotten
I like Liberty Mutual.
on a Chicago pizza.
They get that no two people are alike. You customize your car insurance, you only pay for what you need. What do you think?
How's it? Only pay for what you need.
We'll be back with Final Jeopardy right after this.
My name is Monique Cat.
Wow.
Corporations hire people like me to take advantage of loopholes so they can...
What's this pizza got on it? It's got olives, pepperoni, and what's the third thing?
Mushrooms.
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 Right?
Share,
Yeah.
while small businesses get a tax break.
Prop 15 would raise billions of dollars that our communities and schools need. I know what it means to be an accountant, and I know what it means to be a mom. We should be able to use that money for my children, for your children, for our children.
A camel in the Geico ad asked, Mike, what day is it? And here's this nickname for Wednesday. What is Hump Day? Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Notable British names. That's the subject for our final Jeopardy today, players. Here is your clue. Published in 1881, the formation of vegetable mold through the actions of worms was his last and one of his best-selling books. 30 seconds. Good luck.
See, 1881. Trying to think of scientists from that period. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'd say Darwin.
Joanna, if I'm correct, I saw you write down your response rather quickly. I'm going to make the assumption it's the right response. Let's take a look. You wrote down, who is Charles Darwin? And you are correct. What'll that do to your score? That'll double it to 16,400. You're now in second place as we go to Steve. Did he come up with Charles Darwin? No, he picked Alexander Fleming instead. It'll cost him 10,401, dropping him to 799. Over to Zach now. Good champion. Won big last time. Has 21,600. Came up with Darwin. Will win this game with how much money? 51.99 more. That's 26,799 and a two-day total of 44,600. Very impressive once again, Zach. And thanks to all three of you. Good game. I enjoyed it. I hope you did. And you as well. See you next time.
Promotional consideration provided by Geico.
Tomorrow on Live with Kelly and Ryan and Tyra Banks.
And Vern Yip with advice for painting like a pro.
Live is live. Tomorrow at 9, right here on ABC 7.
Uber and Lyft, they're starting to advertise for the upcoming proposition. A little earlier than I expected. But yeah, they're putting out all these ads. And fortunately, the other side also has like $5 million to spend on stuff. But it's pretty crazy, you know, how they're saying like, oh, they're totally... Like, you know how when they try to pass, they try to trick people into voting. So their angle is save thousands of drivers' jobs. Vote yes on Prop 22. It's like, wow. It makes sense though, because that is their best chance. That's their best angle.
Yeah.
But it's a lie. Like, I don't believe that they're going to just leave California because, you know, the city that they're headquartered in, the state that they're headquartered in, because Proposition 22 doesn't pass. It's like...
Yeah, but if Uber does leave, somebody's going to take his place. And those drivers can work with him.
Yeah. Which I would prefer.
Southland wildfire roaring back to life. The new evacuations at 11.
The crazy thing is the issue here is that they're treating us as employees. We can be contractors, but they need to treat us as contractors. Like, they can't collect our money. They have to do what they say that they were doing to fight the law. That they're just an app. When really they're controlling everything.
Yeah.
When they do what they were pretending they were doing, and just be an app that supports us as independent contractors, That's still possible.
I saw something yesterday or today. It said Uber hopes to within the next 2 years to be all electric.
Well, they're cheering for you now. I am quite sure. So you've seen the kids grow
Uber
up
too.
and have their own kids.
Also Uber.
I have 3 adult
That's what I said,
children
Uber.
and a wonderful son-in-law. My daughter Kate is finishing up nursing school. My son Jay is an engineer. My daughter Jen is a social worker, and my son-in-law is a physicist.
Well, that's quite a group you got there, and appreciate you being with us. Good luck the rest of the way. Hi, Scott.
Hello.
Scott Allison, West Bloomfield, Michigan. You're the first player in all these years, I believe, who works at a dog treat warehouse.
Well, that's a good thing. Who doesn't love dogs?
No, that's great. It's big business. I'm guessing.
Yes, it is.
And big sports buff. You play it? You actually play sports?
Yes, I prefer to play over watching. Play volleyball, or softball, bowling, pool.
If they go all electric,
Yes.
that's going to cause a lot of problems.
Big family, brothers, nieces, nephews.
Yes, 6 brothers, 9 nieces and nephews, and
I'm told you can name your 6 brothers in 2 seconds.
A lot of cars are going to die. Everything's going to go dead in the middle of the trip.
That was good. And incredibly, I have no idea what you said. But you did it quickly. Good luck, Scott. Nice to have you. Hello, Emily. How you doing?
When they're out there making money, they're not going to want to stop and charge the battery if they got a job they got to pick up.
Emily, my feet are particularly tingling. Emily Hearn is from Knoxville, Tennessee, market research manager and a fine karaoke singer.
Oh yes, I bring down the house every time.
And you won a lip sync contest?
I recently won a lip sync battle. I performed Proud Mary by Tina Turner, and it was a real barn burner. So.
You volunteer at the UMass.
I do. I'm a cat mom, so I've got to find some cat dads.
Well, don't look at me. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get ready for our second toss-up. They're already ready for it. What are you doing?
I don't think I want to eat more, but
Yeah.
I already did too much.
This will be my second piece. I want to eat another one, but I'm not going to.
Emily.
I think I had 4.
Oh yeah? I think you had 3.
So Emily is $2,000. She'll be spinning in a moment. Here's the
I had
puzzle
2.
she'll be trying to solve. It's showbiz. And let's see that spinning arm.
Tea.
There are 2 T's. Pick up your meat. There you go.
Pick up your meat. That's funny.
R.
1 R.
So lost your meat.
All right, Diane, your turn. 600.
N.
1 N. Can you do one more? Oh boy.
Oh, million.
Please.
S.
Well, pick up the $1 million wedge.
Wow. Solve the puzzle. Hurry.
All right, right down there. There's
She doesn't
a
win
chance
a million.
for that to throw people. Just forget about it. Take care of the game. That will take care of itself. What do you want to do next?
5 vowels.
Okay.
A, please.
Yeah, 1A. $600.
L.
There's an L.
How about a vowel?
Okay.
I.
4I. Oh no. That's why I told you, don't get too attached. Okay, it tends to go that way sometimes. I'm sorry. Scott? $800.
H.
2 H's. $500.
M.
You got it. 1 M.
I will solve.
Okay.
Smash hit television series.
Yeah.
So still no million for her.
There you go. Did I see an exhale there? Yes, ma'am. Well, good. Now it's time to relax and have a good time.
Did she hit bankruptcy? I didn't even see it.
Yes, she did.
Oh.
And we got lots more to give away. And we'll get to it when we come back.
Oh. I feel like their sauce is kind of high, salty.
It's kind of what?
Salty, but I like it. It reminds me of Rayo's. Rayo's sauce is a little bit high in salt. That's one of my favorites. It's a lot like, it actually really tastes like Rayo's sauce. It's almost like they reverse engineered it.
Yeah. And as we focus on getting back on our feet, the Good Feet store will be there, helping to improve the quality of people's lives 2 feet at a time. With safety measures in place, we're ready to serve you at the Good Feet store.
Right now, we could all use some comforting words.
Ready for bed
So
now.
here it comes.
What size pizza was that?
Melty, tasty, grilled,
Large.
juicy.
Huh?
That should
What
feel
size
better.
was it?
Sourdough
I said large.
patty
Oh, large.
Make it a
14 inch.
Just $5.99. Melting up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10, 12, and 14.
Increases
Well,
property
14.
taxes $11 billion a year. Raising rates on small business.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
As higher property taxes push our costs up, family businesses will go under. Employment and income inequality will be worse. Our worst recession isn't the time for the biggest property tax hike ever. No one 15.
Ever wonder how top-tier gas from Arco improves engine performance? Here's the combustion chamber. Thanks to top-tier gas, things are running at peak performance.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less.
My sourdough patty melt combo is back and packed with my toasted sourdough bread, grilled onions, 100% beef, and 2 slices of melted cheese. All that with fries and a drink for only $5.99. Is there an echo in here? Get my sourdough patty melt combo back on my menu for $5.99.
America's Game is brought to you by the following.
Ancestry. Find the untold stories of your ancestors who served in World War II.
It's been 75 years since your ancestors served in World War II. Many of their stories remain untold. Find and honor the veterans in your family. Their stories live on at Ancestry.
Tonight's mystery round is brought to you by Eggland's Best Eggs. There's only one egg that gives you better nutrition, more vitamins D, E, and omega-3s. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. Only Eggland's Best. $10,000.
Okay. Time to do a same letter puzzle. Every word in the puzzle starts with the same letter. An extra $1,000 when you figure out what that letter is. And Diane, you take the first spin. Seven. No. 13, stop.
This stream's totally gonna get blocked because of the music and Jeopardy and whatever. Ugh. I'm tired. You know the inside's supposed to go in the trash. My dad hates it when people tell him what, like, how things are supposed to be done, because he closed up the box The pizza box? Yeah. He closed up. Oh no, oh no, he really did do it. He put part in the trash. I thought he was gonna ignore me. Not that I care. I mean, if things are supposed to be recycled a certain way, he doesn't want to ignore that. But I thought he might just disagree and just throw it all in the recycling bin anyway. Oh boy. Dude. Everybody that was on my stream earlier telling me to go just live stream my pizza trip, and they didn't even come on here. Like, so annoying, right? But I also didn't tell them when I was going to get pizza, so... And one of the guys that was telling me, he's in London, so he or she, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. I think it's a he. Why can't I remember? I'm so bad with names. Oh, sorry, dude. And yeah, maybe they'll see this later. But they wanted to be in the live stream, you know? Like, they don't want us to watch it later.
All right, here we go. Thing, the category for our next round, and Indy is our prize puzzle round. That's always good news. Maybe for Scott. That's correct.
So full.
650. T. 1T.
I wanted to do video editing right now, but I'm so full, I can't move.
That's it. I'm sorry. Emily, it's your turn.
Either way, it would have been over. Because he would have said S.
Define the term short line railroad. Okay, Emily.
L.
1L.
It's kind of a weird segment, you know, because, like,
600.
you're still doing the same thing. If you miss a letter,
There's an O, yeah.
then you lose your turn, and you don't get any of the money. So it doesn't really change anything, it just, you stop spinning the wheel, basically.
Well, I think you lose all the money that you've accumulated in your bank book.
All right, last from the vowels, and actually there are two of them. So that's an important vowel I'll say.
Beachfront.
Beachfront luxury.
My point is that it's not a risk. Like, either way, you're just calling out letters until you miss one.
Yeah, but if you got $1,200 and you're not doing it, when it comes back to around your turn, you still have that $1,200. If you do that, when it comes back to your turn, you don't have that $1,200.
What are the odds that it's going to come back around, though? At best, 50-50.
What do you have there? $11,097. Still second place, but Dean Brown.
changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain. In clinical trials, Prevagen improves short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Say yes to the best bargains ever at Ross. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Savings on savings on savings. That's yes for less at Ross.
My name is Monique Cap. Corporations hire people like me to take advantage of loopholes so they can avoid taxes. Prop 15 makes wealthy, large corporations pay their fair share, while small businesses get a tax break. Prop 15 would raise billions of dollars that our communities and schools need. I know what it means to be an accountant, and I know what it means to be a mom. We should be able to use that money for my children, for your children, for our children.
Oh, yeah. There's always something new in store at Ross.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Say yes to those.
I was on a live stream yesterday about Uber.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like Prop 22 and stuff, and how
That's right. Triple toss.
like I don't know why this is, but so many people think that if you're an employee you can't deduct mileage.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, why would you think that? It doesn't even make sense.
Scott, member of Congress?
Yeah, that's it.
Like if your job you have to drive forever, like all you're doing is driving, how would you not be able to deduct your mileage? Like that's crazy.
I mean, I would think that the boss has to pay for that. I wouldn't think that you could deduct it.
Yeah, there you go.
But I guess,
And there's always a third one to get you not only.
Boss doesn't have to pay for that.
Start the next round, and it's coming right now.
I mean, if you weren't able to deduct your mileage, the boss would have to pay for that because they wouldn't be able to get any employees. But that's not how it is. Ugh.
could you go back to work for Uber if you wanted to, or are you still fired?
Well, good thing you're up to $3,000 now, and phrase is the category for this
What?
next round.
Could you go back to work for Uber if you wanted to?
No. Well, it's deactivated.
Well, I mean, sometimes they just do it for a month or something.
700.
When?
That's what I thought.
Sorry, Scott.
I thought people like to deactivate for 30 days, something like that.
Scott, I think the bankrupt's going to get you. And
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Did it not notify you? Retro?
There is one S that gets us going. But the bell kind of stops us here, whatever that sound is. I'm going to give the little final score. We'll add 1,000, we're going to land on. That's what gets for every consonant.
Wow.
$1,600. Again, it's a phrase. Emily, still your turn. The letter is
T.
no T, Diane.
N.
No N, Scott.
R.
Yes, 3 R's. Phrase. Emily.
C.
No, Diane.
M.
Yes.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, got it. Good for you. Can't be strong in the end. With that $1,600, almost $5,000. Pretty darn good. $4,600. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
On recommendation, huh?
You were creeping up there, and
Well, at least it was somewhere.
I don't think you just said about things. Go to a room. I don't know if you forgot that, but we already did. And I got a cash $13,097 cash. Scott, you hung on. $15,250, all cash. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I got 3 categories to choose from. One of them will be the category for the bonus round for you. Person, fun and games, and around the house.
Imagine that, like those people
All right, another question.
that get like half of their money is the vacation.
Yeah.
So they get taxed 40% on the half
Yeah.
that's the cash. And then they get taxed 40% on the half that's the vacation.
Yeah.
And they're left with almost nothing.
They wind up owing you.
Well, no, that's not possible.
I remember years ago somebody won a diamond ring, and they said it was worth like $15,000. So they decided, and they went over the cash, so they decided to sell it. They couldn't get more than like $6,000 for it.
Yeah, well, jewelry.
Yeah.
Jewelry is like the worst investment.
Because in the taxes they had to pay was like $8,000 or $9,000. It was only worth $6,000, but they had to pay $9,000 in taxes.
You know, I was thinking about. You know how they have $1 million diamond rings, big diamonds. I think that's the only jewelry you can buy where you might actually be able to resell it without losing a large percentage of what you spent. Because there's only so many $1 million rings out there.
Yeah.
And if somebody's looking for a diamond that big, you know, it's not like the markup isn't huge.
Yeah.
It's like there's just a very few amount of $1 million rings out there.
Right, yeah.
If anything, like, it would be like selling a house, right? Where there's like a broker fee. It's like you basically sell it for what it's worth and have to give up like 5 or 6%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like a house can lose value. They usually go up, but they can't lose value. Diamond's not going to lose value. It's going to be worth.
Diamonds go up and down. Like, especially.
Not like a house.
No, they do. Especially $1 million diamond, right? So, because of all the money printing going on, and because the rich keep getting richer, that type of asset that only super rich can afford, like the same reason why there was no $40 million houses before. Now, there's a bunch of $40 million houses. They're everywhere. Like every big house on the top of the hill is worth $40 million now. And remember when Oprah bought her house for less than $40 million? It was the most expensive private piece of real estate ever purchased 20 years ago. The reason why that happened is because of the financial crisis and all the money printing. So all the super rich people got double as rich all of the sudden.
Yeah.
So all the things that only those people can afford doubled in price. It's a whole separate economy.
M to P and a vowel. O. All right. Fun and games, remember. 10 seconds. Talk it out. Backgammon board. We're not talking about it.
How much does he win? I was like, why? That was why is Pat Sajak hugging him like that? It wasn't Pat Sajak. Oh, his husband. Oh my gosh. I thought it was his brother. Yeah, it makes more sense than brother, the way they were hugging.
When we first went up there, I kissed him.
There's so many great locations that we have that I can't wait to see.
I haven't been to the countryside, and we're doing a lot of that.
When you live and travel together as much as we do, I really get to know people very well.
I gotta get to work on my van.
Yeah. What are you going to do next? The headliner or something else?
I'd like to.
So when we were kids, we played a lot of games.
Yeah, so the headliner and the solar panels I'm doing at the same time. So yeah, I want to do the. I already told you all this, but I want to do either the headliner and solar panels, or the sink, because those things are taking up so much space in the garage, and I want to get them in the van, so I have room again. But I really want to put in my heater because it's about to start getting cold. So having that heater is actually going to mean something pretty soon. So, and in order to put in the heater, I need to put in my bed. because I need to have some idea of where to put it. Because I'm going to put it under the bed.
Yeah.
Great sleep comes naturally with Nature's Bounty Sleep 3. 3 layers to calm you, help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer.
So I think if you're going to put the heater and the bed in, you should probably do a mock-up of the bed first, and then put the heater in.
I have this whole idea too.
You have to move it.
Like how I want to do the bed. I have this whole idea. Like I told you how I want to do something like this, where I like push it into place, and then I could pull it out, and I have like a coffee table. So when I push it into place, I have a bed, and like I want to like watching that show I was telling you about. So the way they were designing like the contemporary homes, I was realized I want it to be like curved. Like my little sectional that turns into a bed. I want it to be all curved. And then the piece that I cut out, the curve, that will be the table. It's gonna be like so nice.
Get back in the game. Good times are back. All good news from ABC7.
It's gonna have that modern, not modern, contemporary look.
All good news from ABC7 Thursdays on Eyewitness News and on our Facebook group. Sponsored by Dignity Health, the little human kindness.
The fact that there are so many people that are willing to help out is just an amazing thing.
Our communities are facing serious challenges. Putting food on the table shouldn't be one of them.
Help Feed SoCal. Feed SoCal Fridays on ABC7 Eyewitness News at 5.
Explore floor and decor your home and comfortably shop over 1 million square feet.
You know, I was talking about how I want that to fold up.
The store is fully equipped with safe distancing guides, so you can browse our wide aisles.
Like it doesn't necessarily need to fold up. It could just come off, possibly.
Pick up all the products you need for your flooring project curbside. So come discover the perfect floor at the perfect price in whatever way is perfect for you. All in one stop.
Like I could just have a plank that sets into place. And then when I want to open it up because I want to load stuff into the back of the van, I can just lift that plank out and set it somewhere.
Right.
Instead of trying to figure out how to fold it and stuff. Like
Right.
the idea is that it needs to be able to be removed. It doesn't have to fold up. Like what's the purpose of that? Like you could just lift it up and set it on the side. I just don't see any reason why I need like to fold it and to have hinges and you know when I thought that way at first because I'm thinking like oh yeah it just folds up out of the way. It sounds like a good design. So if you really think about it, what's the purpose? Like why does it need to fold? Because you want it out of the way. Well if I just lift it up and I don't even need it in the van anymore at that point. Like I'm going to load things up and move them and I'm going to come back home after. I could just throw it in the garage while I'm doing whatever. And then when I want it to be a couch again, I go get it, set it back on. That's the one cool thing about not rushing into building this is I'm able to develop my plans a little better. Another thing, if I would have done it like all in a few months, I would have spent way more money. I would have been buying all this expensive stuff that I now realize like maybe I don't need. Like I wanted to get this $1,300 refrigerator, and now I'm thinking like, why? I mean, maybe I will want that, but why start there? Like.
One thing I was just thinking about, like you're saying, why fold and why not fold. One thing you get taken into consideration is things have to be tied down in there. Like if you have to slam on the brakes and turn real sharp, you don't want things flying all over the place.
Yeah.
If you got it back there, and it's in there. You don't have to take it out for anything. It's in there, and you have to slam on the brakes really hard. Things like slide forward.
Yeah, but the reason that I'm moving it is because I'm loading something into the van.
Yeah.
So that's not the only thing that's going to slide forward. Whatever I've loaded in there needs to be secured as well. So then that gives me the opportunity to secure both things. Like if something needs to be tied down, then I just tie that down with it.
Well, no, I'm talking about when it's in there and it's a bed, or it's a couch. It's a couch now. So when you go to drive someplace, you're gonna have to somehow secure your couch so it won't move.
Why would it move? When it's in place, it ain't going anywhere.
I thought you said you could lift it up and take it out.
Yeah.
If you can lift it up and take it out, if you slam on the brakes, it could just fall out.
How?
I don't know.
Okay.
How it's built.
Yeah, I mean, that's a weird assumption. Like, why would I do something stupid? Why would you assume that I would do something stupid?
No, I wouldn't think you would do it too. I think that when you did it, you would say, oh, wow, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to do something stupid. This isn't going to work.
Why would it not work?
It will work eventually
Yeah.
when you figure it out.
I have figured it out. Yeah. Obviously, like, my direction is always to simplify. Like, every change that I make mentally to my plan is realizing there's a simpler way. Big Brother. Lenny.
I nominated Bailey and Devon because they are a powerful, dynamic duo, and I've been hearing a lot about this duo wanting to come after members of my alliance, which is a big problem. So I have to say so.
I'm extremely confused that I am nominated because Bailey told her I was her untouchable. It was weak, it was black, and she could have came up with something that there are bigger and more threatening pairs. And you looking at me and Bailey? Girl, come on.
Definitely not a smart move for when she comes out of the house. I mean, it just looks so racist. Like, I know she's nice and she's actually Christmas.
Oh, Christmas, yeah.
She's not like a racist person. I don't know, but maybe. But like, wow, like so early in the game with so many people left to put up the two black girls, it's like kind of crazy.
Well, I think that she's doing it because she really thinks that they're a threat. And they are here.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just because the world is watching.
Right.
And you just put up the two black girls, like, early in the game.
Yeah.
And they are not that big of a threat compared to some of the other people. Like, look at Bailey. Bailey keeps blowing up her game.
Yeah.
Like, the whole reason this is happening isn't because she wanted to put the two black girls up. It's because Bailey got all crazy all of a sudden, and every time somebody does that, they get put up. And Devon understands that. But she's like, why you gotta put me up with her? But at the same time, it's the smart play too, because they are a pair. Like, if you're gonna put anybody up on the block, put up the pair.
Right, yeah.
But there's another way to do that. You can also win the veto and then bring in the other half. And then you know you're separating the pair. At this point, they could both end up staying.
Yeah, right, they could.
It's so crazy how they cry and stuff, because it's like there's only one winner. There's still like 12 of you. It's like, is it really worth crying over yet?
There's a possibility we both do the same.
But I'm choosing not to use my power because I need to save this power for when I make on the block so I can save myself.
Going to fight. It's fun. It's all fun.
I am so confused because here I am on the block, so I want to talk with Christmas.
I think Bailey's going to end up leaving.
Make her want to nominate.
Because I think that's just who people are going to want to leave.
Yeah.
Even production is like, how can we get her out of here? Yeah, see, even she's sad about it.
You don't get to be the one to cry. I should be the one that's crying.
Just to get outside of this.
Yeah, I want you to be upset with yourself. It was a good game move. Kinda. I was never gonna come for you. They're not a threat to my game Christmas. I just don't know what I did for you not to want to work with me. I think I did. I just always felt like I was on the outside. I don't feel like there was ever together. They being and you're untouchable. That just lets me know that no matter how much we work together, that she is higher than me on the totem pole. Okay. That's fine.
I know that Bailey thinks this is personal, but it is not. I came here to play Big Brother, and I knew that I was going to have to make some tough decisions. Bailey and Devon are not in my alliance, and my loyalty lies with the committee.
In a strange, awkward moment of levity, we get to play in a veto.
One interesting thing about this game, too, is that if you're not in an alliance with somebody, then that means that they're in an alliance with someone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what if that someone else that they're in an alliance with is Tyler, who's in an alliance with everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in alliance with Bailey, isn't he?
Bailey and I are both on the block.
Pretty much everybody.
Now I need to figure out a way to create a bigger target in this house. Bailey, Danny, and I have been having this ongoing beef for long enough. Someone has been talking about her to us, and it's time she knows about it.
So, to my understanding, when you and Bailey had a conversation, she said to you she heard from multiple sources. I don't have multiples. I have one.
Oh, there, speak of the devil.
What's your telling Bailey? Telling her you were coming for me. That's so weird. I swear to you, Devon, I've never, ever, ever said anything about getting you out and wanting out. So, like, I'm floored.
That's not even true.
Awesome. Tyler and I are
She did say that.
working together, but now I'm finding out that he's the one who's been telling Bailey and Devon that I'm coming after them. Now I need to try and figure out how I can spin this around in my favor.
He was gonna say they were gonna pick each other off. Like, literally. Yeah, opposites back. And it's
Oh no, Tyler's gonna get backdoored now. Tyler's playing. He's like getting too serious before. Well, there's too many people still.
I'm not really on board with backdooring Tyler this week. He's in the committee with me, and he hasn't personally done anything to affect my game, but I'm kind of just going along with it because this is a great opportunity for Danny and I to solidify some trust with Yvonne, who I hope stays in the game this week.
We're back on the same page. I'm not coming after you. I want to work with you. I want you in here. Yeah, I'm so glad that we hashed this out. Yeah, I'm glad we talked.
Tyler is a huge threat, but because we are in the committee together, I haven't been able to go after him, but now potentially get him backdoored this week. Thanks.
Can I trust you? Just don't repeat the story of your kids. I kind of think Tyler's trying to pit, like, all the girls against each other. He's been telling Devon that, like, I'm coming What is happening right now? Oh, me either. Like, I really like spinning.
I know that Tyler has had problems with Danny, and I have also had trust issues with Danny. But right now, we have to make sure that we keep the community together and that we don't cannibalize each other. I'm definitely not targeting Tyler this week, but if he's talking about Danny to other people outside,
It looks like this is not going to be a good alliance.
Yeah.
It's going to fall apart.
We have each other's back.
Because of Tyler and Danny.
Yeah, right.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control.
I feel like these people didn't like research the seasons. Like they didn't watch the whole seasons to realize that they were not good players.
The first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between
Sometimes.
Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent
Yeah,
almost clear skin.
I started watching this show 4 years ago, maybe 5, because with this girl that's a professional poker player, and I recognized her, and I saw that she was on the show, and I was like, oh dude, that's the poker player, and it made me start watching this show, and now I'm hooked. Actually, I have a video on Dave the Uber Slave where I take a producer, one of the original producers of the show, and she was telling me about all kinds of stuff. Like she had all kinds of stories from the first few seasons, and it was really interesting. And she actually had stories of before they actually started the show. Like it was so interesting. What's her name? Livingston. Stephen Livingston's wife.
Whatever you have at home, North Sides can turn nutritious veggies into life-watering meals. Veggies taste amazing with Knorr.
Lenny's making a bunch of noise.
Whether you need dinner for two or a room with a view, get all your PetSmart essentials carried right to your door with same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Try it for free at PetSmart.com.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer.
The first 2 seasons, wow. That was 20 years ago. Damn. Hey, Lenny. Hi. Hi. Hi, Lenny. How are you doing? Oh, this is on tonight.
You guys had a large freezer that had a padlock on it. 48 hours of suspicion. Tonight at 10 Central on CBS.
Hi, Lenny.
Hey everybody! It's time to pick players for the veto competition! Only 6 people will participate in the veto competition. We have household, the 2 nominees, 3 other players selected by random draw. The nominees, please join me.
Do I have to engage him? Yeah, he talks on us when he screams and yells. Every day. It's crazy.
Nicole
Oh, are these?
Uh-oh.
This chocolate and coconut covered almonds.
Why are they frozen?
They're not.
They look like milk duds.
Yeah, they do look like it. But they're almonds inside.
Well, they're so melty. They're not even. Are they even cold?
No, they're cold. They're not in the refrigerator.
Oh.
In the cupboard.
There's like an illusion. See the frost?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's not frost. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a design.
He wants to go home. Is he gonna be like, send me home?
How are you?
You ready to compete? That's what I'm actually. Oh, okay. So I have schematic.
Okay, for sure.
Don't be scared. Are you okay?
They're like, bye, Ethan.
Whatever is best for you is what. Please do, for sure.
They're like, oh, I feel so bad. Bye.
The thing is like, I would be totally cool with me just playing Vito. I'd have to throw it to her if we can.
If I were to be able to throw Dave on this veto, it would not only pull her in closer to me, but it would also leave a little bit of room for Tyler to go up on the block, and I would have no blood on my hands.
So what's the plan if we can throw it to Dave on the yard? I don't know. I don't care. I'll throw it to her if I can. I don't care.
It's time for the veto competition. Everyone lace up and meet me in the yard.
I've always wanted to be a track stopper.
I walk out to the backyard and it looks like a high school track and field. Give me a V-E-T. Oh, let's go!
Aw, man. We have to add.
Welcome to the BB Math Cathalon, where your brain has to move as fast as your feet. Unfortunately, Ian is not feeling well, and the medic has determined he is unable to participate in this competition. This competition will be 4 races. At the start of each race, you'll place a hand on each of your start line buttons. Your goal is to stay focused and keep the buttons pressed down as math equations appear at the end of your lane. When you see the equation that equals lucky number 13, race down the track and hit your finish button. And you better move quickly, because the house guest who hits their finish button last will be eliminated from this competition. Stay focused.
I wouldn't win this one.
If you are the first person to release a button before the correct equation appears, that's a false start, and you will be eliminated.
So when you're 23, you're supposed to be at your sharpest.
Yeah.
So the youngest person should win this.
I had the terrible job of nominating Bailey and Davon because they're coming up to my alliance. I need to win this veto because I need to control the power in the house.
Don't be too upset if you're eliminated. Because of the math cathalon, everyone gets a trophy. Once you are eliminated, claim your trophy to reveal your prize. But don't get too attached to it, because the players eliminated after you have the option of keeping their prize or trading for yours. The last player standing will have their choice of any of the prizes, including the golden power of veto. Who's ready to play math cathalon? All right, time to begin the first race.
My big brother life is on the line. I want to win this veto because I do not want to be on the block next day. I want to pull myself off and convince Christmas to throw up a bigger target so that possibly me and my girl can stay in the house this week.
With the WW app, our weight loss program is easier.
The personalized recipes are really great. It's super family friendly.
The program does feel really
Who do you think's going to be good at this?
It's the reason I'm down 91 pounds. Join for free and get
Whoever's the youngest.
Hurry, offer ends September 14th.
After my DVT blood clot, I wondered, could another come around the corner?
Everybody
Or could it play
doesn't
out
have a
different?
mathematical
I
mind.
wanted to help protect myself. My doctor recommended
These are simple
Eliquis.
math problems.
Eliquis is proven to treat and help prevent another DVT or PE blood clot. Almost 98% of patients on Eliquis didn't experience another. And Eliquis has
Good night,
significantly less
Retro.
major bleeding than the standard treatment. Eliquis is FDA approved and has both.
Don't stop Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. If you had a spinal injection while on Eliquis, call your doctor right away if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
What's around the corner could be your moment. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Nice. This is the new Buick? What do you mean the new Alexa? That's a Buick. It's an Alexa. Check it out. Alexa, turn on the outdoor lights. Okay, that's cool. But I'm pretty sure it's a Buick. Clearly an Alexa. Alexa, give directions to the ADT, huh? It's a Buick. First ever
I
Buick.
wonder how many people are going to take off the run just because somebody else ran.
So Alexa.
Now get in
3,300 purchase cash on the 2020 Encore GX. Ask Alexa.
Buick
SUVs.
I think about people when, like, I think there's a period of time where you have to wait for the math problem to come up.
Yeah.
And if you lift off those buttons before the math problem's there, then you're disqualified.
A normal amount of napkins just won't do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What's next? The cold and flu all-in-one. Fight. Oh, no. Sore throat, fever, cough, sinus pressure, chest congestion, head jump, nasally bite, all in one. Did you really need the caps lock? Mucinex, cold and flu, all in one.
I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help you God.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm falling asleep.
Patriots.
My favorite NFL player is Tom Brady because he just came to the box. The boy didn't like it. Now I love you. Hey, Tom!
One word describes my fandom, that's Die Hard.
We are back.
All right, time to begin the first race.
There's a bunch of players that aren't even going to play this season, right?
Winning this video is extremely important. I'm on the block with my number one out, and that's not okay with me. So if I win this video, I can take myself off the block, and hopefully me and Bailey can stay in this house together.
Going into this video, I want to throw it to Davon because if she can pull herself off the block, then Christmas is going to have to throw somebody else up there. If I were to have it my way, I would have Christmas throw Tyler up there as a back door.
Somebody just won?
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Everybody but one. Oh, but only she was the first to false start.
Right, yeah.
Because I was the first one to let go of my buttons and have a false start, I'm eliminated from the game.
Crap. Davon is gone.
There goes my plan. I guess I just need to win some prizes now.
Please claim your 5th place trophy. Congratulations, you currently have the power of veto.
It sucks, because I know somebody is coming to take this veto from me. And it's unfortunate.
Right, Ace.
Okay, runners, it's time for our next race.
It really sucks that Davon's out of this competition because now I feel like all the pressure is just on me. The trickiest part about this competition is making sure that you don't jump too soon because some of the equations come really close to 13, but it has to equal exactly 13. It's very sneaky.
That, no. I was 12.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, baby. You have false started and you will not be advancing to the next round.
Sorry. Oh, I can't believe I just did the same thing that I just watched Davon do.
Claim your prize.
Food and fitness plan.
Well, good news is you can get in great shape with a brand new home gym. But that's not all. The prize also prevents you from becoming a have-not for the rest of the season. Do you want to keep the food and fitness prize or trade it for the power of veto?
I'm gonna trade it for the veto. Sorry, Dad. I feel terrible for taking the veto away from Davon because she deserves to be in this house just as much as I do, but I came here to win the power of veto. And who knows, maybe somebody wants a home gym more than they care about this veto, and I can keep it.
All right, runners, it is time for our 3rd race.
I don't think I know.
Math is not my forte, so not feeling great about it. Oh. Ow, man.
I'm sorry, Danny. You will not be advancing to the next round, but you can claim your prize.
Is it money?
A slop-a-tard.
You have the honor of wearing a sloppy cereal unitard to advertise the cereal around the BB house all week long.
I look over and see Davon wearing the food and fitness plan, and that has my name written all over it.
Do you want to keep the slop-a-tard prize or trade it for one of the other prizes?
I'm in a pretty good position in this house. I don't want the committee to be mad at me. I don't want Danny to be mad at me. I don't want Davon to be mad at me. So winning this competition might not be the best thing for me.
All right, the winner of this race will have the option to take on the golden power of veto.
They both hesitated on that one. I saw it, and a second later, I'm like, wait, wasn't that 13? It was 87 and 100. It was like pretty easy math.
Congratulations! You just earned $5,000. Do you want to keep the $5,000 prize or trade it for one of the other prizes?
Christmas beat me in this veto competition, and I know she wants to win for veto. So I think
Maybe she didn't because she hesitated.
take this $5,000, give it to Davon in good faith, and take the punishment from her. It's not quite saving her with the power of veto, but it is something. I'm gonna keep up my tradition and wear a unitard. Oh, that was so sweet. Here you go, babe.
Girl, I don't think that's ever happened in Big Brother history. And I know damn well if she was on the other foot, I wouldn't get it. But thank you, Nicole. Like, this is crazy.
She's trying to make friends after what happened at the last
Congratulations, Christmas. Go ahead and
vote.
claim your 1st place prize.
Triathlete.
Your stellar performance in this competition has qualified you for an entry into the triathlete race. This means you must race to complete 500 laps on the state-of-the-art tricycle. Do you want to keep the triathlete prize or trade for one of the other prizes?
It's one thing to win the veto as your prize, but it's another thing to actually have to physically take it away from the person that you put on the block. It's like rotten cherries in a cake, and it's your birthday. That's what it feels like.
All stars, so I'm gonna trade it for the power veto. You want it fair, square? Here you come on.
Congratulations, Christmas. You have won the golden power of veto.
I thought she was gonna not do that the way she was talking.
That's what I thought.
But at the end of the day, I know that there's still so much game to be played, and I am hoping that there's still a chance that Davon and I can both survive this week. Fact, I lost the veto. Fact, Bailey lost the veto. Fact, we are still sitting on the block. But there's still an opportunity for me to shake up this house, and I'm going to do my damnedest to try to make it happen.
Wow.
You rang, darling.
Antebellum rated R, September 18th on Amazon Prime Video and everywhere on demand.
You saved me so much on my insurance with that Russell rate. You become my muse. Russell, save my offers everyone.
My phone's about to die, so I gotta plug it in. I'm back.